Good day, diecast peeps. It's early. I ain't got no sleeves on my shirt. That's why I'm wearing a jacket. Kind of chilly outside, like 50 degrees, close to it. Got some stuff to show you from flea market yesterday, from the Hot Wheels meet, Spacecity Hot Wheels meet from Saturday. Got some stuff to crack open. This should be a pretty good video. We're going to start off with Saturday because it'd only be proper to start through the days of the week. Picked up some stuff Saturday. Was happy to see everybody. Picked these up. Well, we'll get to that later. First thing I picked up when I went in, I probably wasn't there 5 minutes, was the green machine. I've mentioned, I think now I'm going to go after all of these since I have all the other ones except for one. And there's one coming out of the Modern Challengers in March, I believe. It's orange, so I'll have to find it in the green machine. But I'm only missing a green machine of one of those. I thought, let's start working on these. But these aren't being hung up. These are being put in a tote until hopefully next year, like we're supposed to, we move. Then I'll have room for them. But here's a green machine to a green one that I had showed you a week or so, 2 weeks ago maybe. I picked it up. That lighting, it's kind of dark. Some people say, oh, the light behind you glares, which it kind of does, but you really couldn't see it very well. So there's that. It was numbered. I have problems with this light seeing what numbers they are. I may have to start writing them down. 321. Then next, I seen this. I think he got it for like $3-4, and I didn't have this one neither. And I almost pulled the trigger Friday night on this one on eBay because someone had it for like $7 and free shipping. So glad I waited. It's that one, the Supernatural one. I don't know if there's a green machine in this. I have not seen a green machine on eBay yet, so I don't know. I'm sure there is. And this one was number 5352, so it's a high number, but it'll work. So glad to have that one. I don't remember who I got this one from, but then next, I think I went sat down for a little bit, sold a few things, then I got up, went looking again. Was at a table with somebody else, and he picked up a Super Treasure Hunt boombox. He asked the guy what he wanted for it. I think the guy said $5 or something. So we're like, what? Are you sure? You know, he said, oh wait, hold on, let me go ask the guy whose stuff. And I said, oh well, forget it. He came back and he said, sorry. He said, what would the actual guy said, what will you give me for it? The guy's looking at me and I'm looking at him like, this is your deal, you know? And I said, I wouldn't pay no more than $10. Trying to help him out. He said, fine, $10. So he got the Super, so I picked these two up and said, what do you want for these two? So I paid $20 for them. So there's that one and that one. These will go in my stuff. Extras, these are extras. So I picked up both of those. So $10 a piece. That's not bad. Then I set them there. Then I kind of stayed down for a little bit. Was next to PJ. Watch his YouTube page. He has more followers than me, more views. But I'm not complaining about that. That's good. Bothered him all morning about a car. But before I got this, picked up something else. Someone was walking around and they was trying to trade for something. And I'm like, no. And then I seen in the guy's box, I said there was a black Silverado on top. And I said, what all Silverados do you have? And he just had two. But when I looked in the box, I could see this car. And I went, what do you want for that? I need that. He said, $20. Done. It's a USA card. Done. I'll pay $20 for it. That probably saved me 40 bucks in gas. This is E-Case. E-Case. Super Treasure Hunt. TH is on the top. Those wheels. Metal base. Was glad to find this. Glad he had it. I'm going to put this in a protector pack. It'll go in the tote. In my tote in the closet. The difference in this one and the regular one. The red's a little different. Not much at all. It's hard to tell on the red. Of course the wheels. But this one, the roof is black. And just the basic main line is all, I think it's red. I think it's all red. It don't even have a pinstripe on it. So that's the difference to be able to spot them. Again, it's E-Case, USA card. Man. Glad to have that. So that's 3 supers I picked up from there. A green machine, another car I needed. Picked these up. I went to a guy trying to do a trade. He gave me the runaround. He's trying to get the better end of the deal. And I'm sorry, blown delivery for blown delivery. And they're only $5 difference. And you're wanting that blown delivery plus 10 to 15 extra bucks. Not happening. He put out a box later. Or maybe he had the box up before and I didn't notice it. But someone came back and said, oh, I paid $2 a piece. So I went over there and looked and found these for $2 a piece. So I picked them up. It's not a Challenger, but it's the Barracuda. The Classic Series. Both of them are Series 2. He had some with the Chase logo, but I'm not after those. So, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. He also had this for $2, so I wasn't going to pass this one up. The drag truck. So, haven't decided what I'm doing with this yet. I've thought about doing a custom job on it because I need one to do a custom job on. So that may end up, this may end up doing that. And the white line, not red line, the white line wheels may stay on it because what I'm needing to do, these wheels would work actually. It'd probably be the first time I left wheels on it because when everything I've taken apart, I've always put real riders on it or I won't take it apart. That one may stay that way. But, so I picked these up from that guy. He also had these, 2 Lucy's and a thing. So I picked them up because I don't always go after the 57 Chevys, but I knew it didn't have this one, and they were in a package mint out of a California display thing or something. So I know there's no scratches on them. It's the purple one, and I knew I didn't have this one, so I went in and grabbed it. They were $1 a piece. So, and then I couldn't pass this one up. The Roger Dodger in that blue. I really, really like this a lot. That motor is just something else. I think I've taken a bunch of these apart and kept the motor, the engine out of it that's in a thing where all the engines are that I've taken apart. Picked those up. Then before I left, PJ asked me, he said, you really want that? And I said, I sure do. So he gave me a price, not the price that's on the package. And I really thank him for that because that's all that I had. I told him I was going to go through and look at mine. However, I can see that this card is kind of wavy right here and the corners. I know mine's better than this one. Not only that, no, it's a USA card. I know mine's a USA card. I had 2 at one time. One of them is in a protector pack in the thing. The other one I opened up, stuck it in my Toys R Us display over here because I needed it for that. So I needed another one because I don't have one back there. And I went, I need another one for that. So I told him that it was going to get opened up and it's going in that display. So don't need that no more. That's worthless. So here it is opened up. I told you I was going to open it. It'll go back there in that display. behind me with some other stuff that I got to open up. Yep, I got other stuff to open up. Gonna open this up because I'm fixing to try something with the Silverado. I've never done it before. I've seen other people do it. Someone posted a pic, and no one would ever tell me how it's done. And I've tried once or twice, and I couldn't figure it out. So I just said, I'm not doing it. Someone posted a picture on one of the customized pages on Facebook last night of a vehicle, and you could see how he did it under the hood. So now I know how to do it. I'm going to try. I need to take this hood, the pieces that are holding the hood, and cut the stuff out. So it may take a while. It's not going to be a one-day job, that's for sure. And this one's not a non-painted one, so couldn't do the painted ones. So this is fixing it ripped apart just for the hood latches. That's it. That's all. I may buy, if I figure it out, I may go nuts and buy a bunch of these, because then I can do like hoods and trunks and crap. So that's an experiment. Went to the flea market yesterday, the one in Pearland, to talk about a building. Like I said, I told you guys I was going to get. None are available at all. I thought there was somebody moving out when I got there, and I asked them, said, where's the office? Are you guys moving out? They said, no, we're moving in. But I talked to them 2 or 3 different times while I was there, because they asked me. I told them I was looking for one, and they told me there was one down the thing, but it's already been rented out, because I went to the office and asked. Left them my number. When I went back by, they asked me if I got it. I said no. I talked to them. They're doing income tax stuff inside the flea market, so they may be gone at the end of April. Gave them my number for their building. It'll have to be repainted because they were painting it poo-poo brown. I'm like, oh no, it'll have to be repainted. So I have to paint. And there was nothing up. I'll have to get some pegboard and fill the walls because there was nothing there. Was going to go half with somebody else, but I just can't do it. With things the way they were, and there was a deal breaker. There was no way it was going to work. So I just left it alone. He had a couple cars. I didn't pick them up from him. Left, went walking around a little bit. Like I said, at that flea market, there's just him, and that is it. There's nobody else selling cars. You may find 1 or 2 here or there, but that's it. Went outside where it was super windy. Wind gust was like 56 miles an hour yesterday here. It was horrible. Dust is flying everywhere. I'm going, oh Lord, this isn't going to work. So I was walking through some stuff because they extended a little bit. Was back there in the back. I would see people with 50-cent boxes and stuff. You know, I'd kind of scan. Nothing. This guy had 50 cents a piece. I picked one up and the wheel fell off. He said, just give me 3 for $1. Find 2 more and I'll give you that one 3 for $1. Oh, I'll do it. So, because 2 to 3 I'm going to use to customize anyway, so it didn't matter. I don't need this. This car came out of the 9-pack. It's beat to hell, literally. Someone was rough with this, and I think the guy doesn't cover his stuff because like all the tools, all the cars he had sitting out on one table that were loose were all rusted. I mean, it's bad. All of them were like this. Everything is just rusted. So I said, I picked this one up, the Skyline. As you can tell, look at that wheel, that axle is rusted. It's so rusted, this is the one I picked up. And the front wheel fell off. Look at the rust around the thing. It just fell off, bloop, out of it. But I'm going to customize it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I got this. I mean, I can just pull this one out. See, ta-da. Look at that. It's bad. I mean, it was a clean cut. I mean, it came off with no problems at all. That's how bad it was. So, and then I picked up the other one I picked up from the guy at first was a Kidco from 1981. Kidco. There you go, 1981. I normally don't pick up Corvettes, but I wasn't going to pass this one up. I don't think this one had been out there. I mean, you can see where it was a little bit rusted, But it's sad that this has lasted that long, and it was out there in the rain, and these are newer and they're falling apart. But I picked this one up, Turbo Corvette. I mean, there's some scratches and stuff on it, but the doors still open and shut like they're supposed to. It rolls better than the other ones, but it rolls a little bit. So I picked those up. His wife or whatever was getting stuff out of a U-Haul trailer, and she set a box down, and it wasn't set out where, but I could see the top of something sticking out like this. It was sticking out, and I went, what is that? So I asked her, I said, are those going to be? She's like, yeah, these are 50 cents too. So I said, how many is in it? She said, oh, there's about 10 or so. So she brought the box to me, and this was in it for 50 cents, not 56. That's what it says, 76 on there, not 56. Ha! I can't read today. Got this for 50 cents. The card is in good condition, but I have some vans back there, and I needed this one. So this one goes in the display. Don't need that no more. So there's the van that will go back there in that display. I like the blue. Oh, look, it's so shiny you can see it. It's a double. So there's the van that'll go back there. I'm supposed to be getting these next two cars. I'm debating on opening because I got these for 50 cents too. The reason I'm debating on opening them is because I'm supposed to be getting, if the guy contacts me back, he's supposed to be coming from Canada to Michigan, and when he does, he said it'd be cheaper for him to send the box, and there's at least 15 Challengers and stuff in it that I need for the display. But I'm thinking about opening these. I'm not 100% certain yet. This one is from 2006. It looked weird on that screen. This was a K-Days card, recolor, and I looked at my display on my phone to see, went through, didn't have this one. I also don't have this one, and I'm really sure I'm getting this. The green one, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. But I know I'm getting this one, and this is on a really good card. However, it does have the treasure hunt logo thingy or whatever when they was doing them. The Chase, not treasure hunt, Chase logo when they was doing them. So I don't know if I should open these two or not because I know I'm getting them loose. However, 1, 2, 3. It will be 3 Challengers. I could put them in those spots. The van goes there. And after that, I'll just have one row of 12 left. And after that, it'll be full. Because right now I have other stuff in it, like Trans Ams and stuff. So I could possibly open these two. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. When I get the other ones loose, I'll just figure something out. Maybe I'll use them for customs or something. Maybe I can get this off without it ripping right. I don't think that's going to happen though. Nope. Let me see. Nope, that's no good. So there's that one. And then the K-Days one is, because I'm trying to keep them in the package and not. I may have this packaged up. That tote is in storage with the rest of the crap. So if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I just know I'm supposed to be expecting one. I'll just have an extra one. So there's that one, the green one, which will also go in there. So I have 4 cars to put in there today. The van. And 3 more Challengers to throw in there. Really hadn't found anything else. Oh, there's a truck hanging up. I found a Silverado, just a basic, not a Green Machine Silverado that I've been needing. Someone had said a couple months ago that he had it for me. I've never received it. I've never seen it. I think he started collecting them. So I found one at Hobby Lobby, $5.99, used to 40% off, so it was cheaper than anything else. I went ahead and stuck it on the wall though. It's in there on the wall. Believe that's it. Trying to think. I don't think I'm expecting anything in the mail. Not that I can think of. There's a few things that I'm kind of watching. I watch a lot on eBay, but half the time I don't buy it. Certain price, if it goes over it, forget it. But we'll just see how a couple of things go. It's nice out there today. It's a little chilly. I think I'm gonna go and clear my table off that I've got a bunch of junk on and work on a custom. I haven't did one in a long time. I think I'm gonna attempt it. With that being said, like, there's nothing else. Glad I've seen everybody over the weekend. I'm just making sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't need this protector pack because I don't use these. I was like, wait, they don't go together. With that being said, next video, I don't know when it's going to be, and bye-bye. Sorry about that, people. I forgot. Someone named Philip gave me this. Hopefully, where did it go? There it is. It's a blue Matchbox Challenger. However, when I did research on this, I couldn't find it nowhere on eBay. It was nowhere to be found. I asked the Lamely group. They told me from a 10-pack that was kind of difficult to find. So I want to thank him for this, because I couldn't find it nowhere. That makes me want to start getting the Matchbox ones now. I put the cars in here. Was going to show you guys. I have to be careful. Those big trucks, they like to move. So here's the display so far. The modern Challengers. I think I'm only missing one of those. And then there's those, which I know I'm missing a bunch of, but I'll get them. I need the blue one and the Hot Wheels Racing one. I know there's others I'm missing. This yellow one, there's another one like that. It's in a 2-pack, a Hot Wheels 2-pack. I think it was like Redline Club. It's green. I think the other car is a Camaro or something in it. I put that one there, the green one down there. There's the Super sitting on the end, so that's the first thing you see. That's the row I need to get rid of. Not sell, but that's the row eventually that will be moved. This green car has history. That's one of the first ones I've ever got. So I've held on to it for 40 years. 40 years. That's a one owner. And then the trucks. Oh, I got to move those two trucks. They're in there. Eventually when I get more of those. So that's the trucks so far. Yeah, I'm not missing anything. There's the Power Wagons, the vans, custom vans. Yep, Super. There's all the custom vans. There's that one. And the recent blue one in the 5-pack. I have one spot there. And then that's there. That's all of the Dodge A100 vans. So there's that. Open it up because that way it would be a glare. And then of course my Chevy vans. Can't do without the Chevy vans. I don't know why that's up there. That's supposed to be with the other ones. With the other two down here. The only one I'm missing is this in blue. It came off in a Cut-Off Canyon set. Not the Red Line Club one, but there's a blue one like this that came out of the Cut-Off Canyon set. It's only 300 bucks. That's all. $300-400. Oh, I got to get another one of those to open. I think I have another oil can like that. I may have to open it up to put in there. That's pretty much it. There's the other Challenger up there, like I said. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and bye-bye.